It will be good to have some good photos of graduation. Put them up when we move in together.
I kind of assumed that we'd, break up.
Hello and welcome to the Fan Carpet. We're here in Leicester Square for the world premiere of the festival from the makers of The In-Betweeners. This film sets to be another debauchery-filled tale with a lot of laughs. Very dapper in a green suit this evening.
Thank you so much. Yes, matching the grass. Yes.
Like a slight festival kind of influence there.
Yeah, I'm trying to go for something a little bit more casual, but I haven't really got the confidence for like the glitter boys. That's a notch up, really.
So, can we expect the same kind of level of chaos and debauchery as we've been accustomed to in the I can't even speak now. In-Betweeners.
I think there's some of that kind of gross out stuff in the film. I think at a festival, like obviously there will be. I mean, it's just sort of mud and chaos everywhere. I think the film also is about the kind of more hedonistic aspects of going to a festival, and it's kind of about that journey that you go on when you first go and it's just terrible and you're miserable, and then you kind of let yourself go, and in a way you're more terrible and miserable, but you don't care anymore.
You play Nick's best friend. Are you a good friend to him?
I'm a great friend to him. I'm a super good friend to him. I'm his best friend. Yeah, I'm good.
So how do you help him get over the breakup of his girlfriend?
So in the film, he gets dumped by his girlfriend at graduation, and then Shane thinks it's a great idea to go to a music festival and just listen to music, eat some great food, and have a good time. And it's just about Nick's reluctance and Shane's absolute acceptance just to have the absolute amount of fun, and that clash for like 90 minutes.
Rex is a very posh, very entitled gentleman, and his dad owns the land of the festival, and he gets tickets for everyone, and he thinks he's like the funniest, coolest guy in the room. It's completely baseless, so he'll tell a joke and sort of stare at someone until they laugh.
And what does he think of all the debauchery that takes place?
He doesn't want anything to do with it, like arm's length, just like he's got his hunter wellies on. He's just like, well, that's fine, you do that and I'll have my glamping tent, whatever. The In-Betweeners, I was a massive fan. Yes. I actually watched it retrospectively last year and binge watched the whole series in one go. Can we expect the same level of debauchery in the festival?
Yes, simply yes, I think so. Yes, it's more of the same, really, more of the same sort of sense of humour. I don't think my sense of humour has changed much in the 10 years since we started The In-Betweeners, so sadly, yes, the festival is basically more of the same, I think, yeah.
Even more, maybe? Are we expecting more?
Well, there's more. I don't think you'll see Joe Thomas's testicle, unless you look really closely. But apart from that, yeah, there's kind of, it's that kind of, In-Betweeners vibe, I guess, where there's hopefully some sort of gross out moments, and hopefully a lot of heart, and then some funny lines as well, and that sort of thing, so a bit of everything, really.
Absolutely love the dress you're wearing. Who's it by?
It's Givenchy, and I'm wearing this because he died this year, so it's sort of a little tribute to him, and I thought it was a beautiful dress.
Very beautiful. It's got that kind of like a chic festival vibe to it.
Yeah, and it's sort of like old school. I don't know, it's sort of slightly period, and I felt like the little bit of sparkle was kind of, it's good to sparkle, right? Everybody, yeah.
Well, you have an excuse to sparkle. So tell us a little bit about the character that you play in the festival.
So I play Smurf Girl, and by Smurf Girl I'm dressed as a giant Smurf the entire film. So, I mean, I can't wait to watch it. When I read the script I was laughing out loud and I was like, I have to do this part. I love doing comedy, and I'm yet to see the film, so I hope it's good,
Does that mean that you were dressed as a Smurf for the entire shoot? Wow.
Painted head to toe in blue paint every time. Yeah, so it was kind of liberating, actually. It was just so much fun. I mean, the makeup team were incredible. They took hours to do it, and then to take it off. To take it off was so long.
How many hours in total do you think you spent taking it on and putting it off again?
Oh, I wouldn't know. A lot of hours, yeah. But there was a specialist Smurf Girl paint made, so that meant that it was very hard to come off. So it took ages to scrub, and for weeks after, there was like, I was tinged blue, and someone was like, have you got blue? And I was like, yeah, that's me, yeah.
Do you think that's going to inspire a whole new bunch of festival goers to start dressing up like a Smurf now? Do you think we're just going to see so many Smurfs this time next year?
Hopefully, why not? I mean, I was a huge fan of the Smurfs anyway, growing up. So yeah, the idea is that I'm part of a group of hen party that are all dressed as Smurfs and Smurfettes. So,
well, last time I saw you was in The Betweeners. So, can we expect the same level of craziness?
I hope so. It's pretty cringe fest at moments, and I think it's funny. I don't know if other people think it's funny, but yeah, I hope so.
So there's another romantic interest between you and Joe, who plays Nick. This time, it's still not a successful romance.
Really not. I would say, well, sort of on the same level. She is quite mean. My character's very mean, and she splits up with him at the beginning of the film, and in a very horrible way. And yeah, I just hope nobody does that, because it's really horrible. But it was fun to play. Sometimes those horrible parts are quite fun, and yeah, no, he goes to win her back and doesn't quite work out again. So it's just not meant to be on screen.
History repeats.
I play myself.
What was that like, to channel yourself?
It was very hard to play Big Nasty because he's such a wild person, and I had to really get into the mind and character of him. So I had to drink a lot of alcohol and burn a lot of ganjas. But apart from that, it was good.
So what was it like actually shooting at a festival? Was it just true to life?
Very true to life, and it was a great experience, man. A very great experience. And Tweener, man, he's a shower man, so it was a good vibe. And the directors of the film, they did a great job. It's very funny. I can't wait to go and watch it, man.
Are you an avid festival goer? Has this also inspired your festival time?
Yeah, I mean, I've been to a fair number of music festivals. I think I have the same sort of attitude towards them as my character does, which is like, oh, this is all a bit much, really, and like, am I supposed to be enjoying this madness? And like, can't we all just accept that this isn't fun? And then after a while, like, even if you're in like a mosh pit, you just kind of let go, and you're like, actually, this is kind of an amazing experience in a way that I can't quite put my finger on. So yeah,
I think we've all been there. Camping's pretty horrible, but then you kind of just get into it.
Yeah, the camping side of things is just pretty grim, but I think it's just once you've kind of abandoned yourself to it that you start to enjoy yourself, and that's quite a beautiful thing, I think, in some ways.
I've been to a couple. I've been to the Player Festival in Geneva, Switzerland, Latitude Festival, Leeds Festival.
So, would you say that the festivals you've been to have been on the same scale as what we're going to see in this film tonight?
Oh, this is different. The festival, this is different. The film is its own beast. You'll see when you watch it.
Do you think it's going to inspire a whole new generation of festival goers?
I hope so. I really hope so.
Will you all be dressing up as Smurfs?
If you want. If you want. I know how. I can only imagine how hard it is to get the blue paint off. So be prepared. If you're ready to put on blue paint, be prepared to take a long time to put it on and a long time to take it off.
Yeah, I go. I used to go to Reading every year, and I've been to Glastonbury. I go. I mean, I'm very lucky now. I tend to roll with, I'm VIP and backstage, and let's not pretend I'm in there with everyone. I'm not. I'm glamping now.
So you're not a camper anymore, more of a glamper?
Yeah. And before I was an intruder.
No.
Not a festival goer?
I've been to two festivals in my life. I went to Belladrum in Inverness, which is like a very family-friendly, like hay bales festival, and I went to Global Gathering, which is the other end of the scale, which is like And I was 17, and it was an eye-opener, to say the least.
And is this like no more after that then?
No, I think that was my I go to like a middle of the road festival now, because festival when we filmed there was really nice, although it rained the entire time. But yeah, Global Gathering was like, as my first proper festival, age 17, I was like, this is a lot.
So wait, I see you got a really nice suit on. You couldn't have a suit like this at a festival, I guess.
No, you couldn't. Although Rex he doesn't have a speck of mud on him for the whole film. On his hunter wellies, if he gets mud on them, that's it, get a new pair.
You've obviously played quite a lot of festivals in your time.
Yeah.
So what are you expecting to see from this film, from your personal festival experiences?
Well, I'm just up for having I think I'm going to be laughing a lot. I love Ian's writing, and I've seen a couple of little clips, and that's what I'm coming for. Yeah.
I'm loving the blue sparkle on your face. Is this something you want to wear every day now?
Not the way I've done it. It's a bit of a blue smudge. If I do it again, I get someone else to do it for me, rather than just going sort of like... because it kind of peters out as you get toward the bottom there.
That kind of modern art look to it, that kind of Tate Modern thing, maybe?
Yeah, not so super on the face, better on the wall.
So I guess you've probably got quite a lot of festivals coming up this year, ones you've probably already played. What festivals have you got coming up musically?
Well, it's getting, we're coming to the end of the season at the minute, aren't we? But we've got the one over here we've got next is Rise Festival in Chelmsford, and then we go to Holland Saturday for Lowlands. They're the next two.
And is this for your solo stuff or with the Last Shadow Puppets?
It's solo. I just put a new record out on Friday, so that's what we're doing.
And what can we expect from the sound this time round?
It's upbeat and straightforward and full on and really good, you know.
I'm a big fan of the Last Shadow Puppets. I love how you also bring a lot of the 60s sound backs. Can we expect some new stuff from the Last Shadow Puppets as well?
Not at the moment. We're both busy with the day jobs, you know. Yeah.
But it's great to have people that you can collaborate with. It's always quite magical when you do, I guess.
Yeah, always. It's nice to work with people, you know. Yeah.
I've noticed that you've got a flamingo-inspired shirt. Is this the festival-inspired look?
No, it's a bit of, you know, bit of Saint Laurent for you. I don't know. I just thought I'd dress in what I would wear to a festival. I've also got ludicrous shoes on.
Oh, wow. Yeah, they're kind of the leopard skin.
Sure. You want to get involved? Get involved in the shoes. You wouldn't wear those to a festival. But it's Stella McCartney. I'm very fashion forward, it turns out, when I'm not on TV.
But they'd be very muddy at a festival by now.
Yeah.
And what's your favourite festival that you've ever played, or gig for that matter?
I love all gigs. I don't know. I can't never think of one. Each one I do at the minute, I say that's my best gig I've done. So I can't. I don't know. Each one I keep just seems to be getting more and more. So I don't know. I just love it. I'd play anywhere, me.
What's the craziest thing that's ever happened at a festival or a gig? Anything on the level of what we might see in today's film?
No, no. Only in dreams, I reckon. Yeah.
I want to just ask you about 8 out of 10 Cats does Countdown. Now, you kind of accidentally made that version better than the original Countdown.
Not accidentally, no. We put a lot of thought into it and wrote some jokes, and now we play Countdown and have a laugh as well. I think what people love about our show is Countdown. I think people like the game, and then me and Sean and John messing around over the top of it is kind of great, but it's people like playing along. People go sort of after about 15 minutes of me making jokes, people go, all right, enough of that, let's have a game of Countdown. Let's do some quizzing.
Well, I find when I'm watching it, I'm like, I really want to get the kind of the conundrum going on there, and then you got like some dancers appearing, and I've lost it all, but I'm like, I don't care because it's just too entertaining.
My favourite thing is when audience members come up after one of my live shows and they go, what we do, and they all sort of think they're the first one to think of it. They go, yeah, we pause it and take our time. All right.
Yeah, actually, I hadn't thought about that. That's probably the best thing to do.
Everyone pauses it. Take your time.
At what point did you think, I really want to make a film based at a festival?
I think it was just like trying to think of something that would be funny and something that people would enjoy going to the cinema and watching. And I felt like talking to Keith and Joe, who wrote the script, you know, I worked on with them and with Damon, we worked on it together, and it's one of those things where I felt like the same sort of rules don't apply at a festival that don't apply in a lad's holiday or something. Like, it's a bit like you go somewhere and you feel like, oh, this is amazing, I can do whatever I want, and you do things you wouldn't normally do at home, and so hopefully that's a sort of funny place to be, really.
And had it been actually inspired by your own personal experiences at festivals, or would that be telling?
Yeah, I mean, in a way, in that I'd been to a festival once and didn't really like it. And I was like, oh, it's not very much fun. And then it's actually about me not letting myself go and enjoy it, really. And so I've been to lots of festivals in the past couple of years researching the film, and I really enjoy them now. And it takes sort of, and that's really what happens in the film. Nick's character goes through a kind of change about how he feels about life, really.
Do you think this will inspire a whole new generation of festival goers?
Absolutely.
For the good reasons or bad reasons?
Oh, for all of it, because like I think a lot of festival films, like, oh, it's just like very glitzy and like glamping, whereas it shows you the fun of how awful conditions can be at a festival and like how brilliant it is with all your mates.
Well, I went to festival a few years ago, and I've got to say the camping experience did put me off slightly. For like,
yeah, isn't it? Like, because we were filming, and then so like typhoon winds like whipping up and tents like blowing away, as people just sort of like not their worldly possessions, but everything they had for that weekend just like disappears over the horizon. They're just like, well, we're staying in the outdoors for the rest of this festival. I was like, why would you want to do that?
And I thank Carol Vorderman personally the other day for teaching me the alphabet, because that's how I learned the alphabet, watching that. Do you think that kids are going to watch this now and get the same kind of thing?
No, I think that's ridiculous. You're thinking of Sesame Street, but okay.
Well, I learned it that way.
Nothing I've ever done has any educational merit. I'm so sorry.
Oh, well, I mean, there's arguments for that. So, are you looking forward to this film tonight?
I've already seen it.
You've already seen it?
Yeah, I saw a preview. I love it. It's really funny. It's a really, really funny film. It's great. If you like The Inbetweeners, you'll like this. Oh, it's a fun movie. It kind of made me feel young and old at the same time.
Young and old at the same time?
When I watched it, and I sort of remembered being that age, and then I sort of looked at myself and went, oh, God, I'm so very old.
You're never too old for, like, a bit of festival debauchery, right?
Yes, you are. I'm 45. Too old for that.
So you actually filmed the festival at a festival. Was that quite challenging, or did that just make your job much more easy?
Yeah, no, filming at the festivals we filmed at was a bit of a nightmare. I mean, everyone was incredibly nice, but a film set is silent and everyone knows what they're doing, and a festival is incredibly noisy and nobody knows what they're doing. So it's like the last place you want to make a film. But everyone was really nice and the crowds are great and all that sort of stuff. So it was kind of,
What was your favourite part of the film? What was like your favourite moment to shoot?
Ooh, I really enjoyed shooting at festival. Like, I'm not a festival person. I don't like festivals, but to be there and to see everyone's energy and how much fun everyone was having, it made me feel really alive. And it was so crazy having to film with the noise, and it was like a real adrenaline rush.
It's quite an unusual kind of shoot, I guess.
Yeah, completely different. I mean, it was like, we must be insane to be filming at a festival, a music festival.
I've known off and on Noel Fielding for 20 years, and I've never worked with him in that time, and I got to work with Noel in a couple of scenes in the film, and so those are really special for me because I really like him, and it was amazing to watch somebody that funny do some stuff, for the film.
I haven't seen the whole film. I'm going to watch it first time now.
Oh, the bits that you were in. What was your favourite bit to shoot?
Boom, when I'm arguing with the shark head.
Okay.
Yeah, man. That was a weird experience. Arguing with a giant shark.
I can't wait to see this though. It sounds very surreal.
Very, very much so. It's been a good thing to watch, man. As you know, Be There Bipolar out now. Look out for Big Narstie's TV show. Come on. Have a good day, man.
What have you got coming up in the coming year?
I can't. I'm not going to speak about it just yet. But I mean, it's so good. I love acting. So for me, like, anytime I get to do a different project to do a comedy, I do a lot of drama, and I just keep like doing different things and playing different characters and working with new people and always learning and taking from that. So yeah, hopefully exciting times ahead.
So we'll stay tuned then and see what's coming up.
I am doing Defending the Guilty, which is a comedy for BBC Two, which is coming out. We're filming it in October, and then it's coming out early next year.
I've been Corinna from The Fan Carpet, and remember to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
We want to see Cox!
What's you allowed to do that? I saw Magic Mike on a plane.
This is the best night of my life!
Thank you for watching The Fan Carpet. If you like this video, be sure to click that thumbs up button at the bottom of your screen. And also be sure to subscribe to the Fan Carpet YouTube channels. They're absolutely free and so much fun too. Be sure to check out the official website, thefancarpet.com. Also, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to stay up to date with reviews, competitions, the latest news, and so much more.